Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One last time, let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. So let's start with the prayers. I'll chant, you can repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yes, Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for coming. So to ISKCON Whitefield invites you for our evening program. So if you go to any ISKCON temple, so we have these things constant. In the morning we have morning program. So 4:30 or 5 o'clock we have Mangalarti happens. And later we have mantra meditation chanting for 2 hours. And later we have Guru Puja around 7:30 or 8 o'clock in all the ISKCON temples. Later we have Srimad Bhagavatam class in the morning. So that's the time which happens in each and every temple of ISKCON. And coming to evening program, so 6 o'clock we have Sandhya Arti, so which we just now finished, or also it's known as Gaura Arti. And at 6:30 we'll have Bhagavad Gita classes. And this Bhagavad Gita class may not be in each and every temple, but only few temples. And also we have only started recently, a few months back, so that we see number of visitors coming and people are very interested to hear Bhagavad Gita. And also people get more chance to speak about Bhagavad Gita and hear about Bhagavad Gita. Chiki? So we'll start with the rest verse of Bhagavad Gita. So we're discussing from chapter 3, verse number 4. So you all can repeat after me. Na karmana mara anarambam Naishkarvyam purushosnute Nacha sanyasana deva Siddhim samadhigacchati Na karmanam anarambha Naishkarvyam purushosnute Nacha sanyasanad eva Siddhim samadhigacchati Na karmanam anarambha Naishkarvyam purushosnute Nacha sanyasanad eva Siddhim samadhigacchati Na karmanam anarambhan Naishkarvyam purushosnute न च संन्यासनात् एव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. Anyone else would like to try? न कर्मणाम् अनारम्भान् नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते न संन्यासनदेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. Thank you. Nice try. Would like to? न कर्मणाम् अनारम्भान् नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते न च संन्यासनात् एव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. Thank you very much. So we'll go for a word-to-word translation. Can you repeat after me? Na, not. Karmanam, of prescribed duties. Anarambhat, by non-performance. Naishkarmyam, freed from reaction. Purushaha, a man. Ashnute, achieves. Na, nor. Cha, also. Sanyasanat, by renunciation. Eva, simply. Siddhim, success. Samadhi gacchati, attains. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. Once again, not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. Purport. The renounced order of life can be accepted when one has been purified by the discharge of the prescribed form of duties which are laid down just to purify the hearts of materialistic men. Without purification, one cannot attain success by abruptly adopting the fourth order of life, sannyas. According to the empirical philosophers, simply by adopting sannyas or retiring from fruitive activities, one at once becomes as good as Narayan. But Lord Krishna does not approve this principle. Without purification of heart, sannyas is simply a disturbance to the social order. On the other hand, if someone takes to the transcendental service of the Lord, even without discharging his prescribed duties, whatever he may be able to advance in the cause is accepted by the Lord. Buddhi Yoga. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even a slight performance of such a principle enables one to overcome great difficulties. So let's pray to our spiritual masters and start today's discussion. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guraha Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramanandamadavam Shri Chaitanyameshwaram. Yes, Hare Krishna. So before starting of discussion of Bhagavad Gita, so let's see how we got this opportunity in this age of Kali discussing Bhagavad Gita. It is only because of Srila Prabhupada, the one who is sitting in the altar here with saffron clothes. So he is the founder, Acharya of ISKCON. His name is Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. So this personality, at the age of 70, he crossed 7 oceans and reached America just to give this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So this Vedic knowledge which is there, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, so before it was lying down only in the borders of India and also in only few languages, that is Sanskrit, Bengali and few other languages. And there is no translation in English as such. But by this time you can see everywhere English language is prevalent. Whichever state you go, from childhood everyone starts learning English. And Bhagavad Gita was not there in English. Then how people understand? And also not everyone knows Sanskrit or Bengali to learn Bhagavad Gita. Then how? And this personality understood the future and to give this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita so that everyone can access Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita means what? The song sung by God. So that is the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. Gita means song. Bhagavan means Bhagavan. The song sung by God. So it's called Bhagavad Gita. And it is also told Bhagavad Gita is the life manual of every human being. So just like if you take a mobile. So whenever we purchase a mobile, we get a manual, right? Isn't it? How do we use it? Any device you take. So similarly, Krishna says in 18th chapter, so that our bodies are like a machine. So for this machine, what manual are we using? Isn't it? So for every machine we need a manual. And for this machine, what manual are we using? And that is Bhagavad Gita. So if we know how to use a device, automatically the span of the device increases and we can use it effectively. Isn't it so? And at the present age, people don't know that this is a machine. And for this machine, there is a need of manual. And what happened because of lack of manual? The device use is being misdirected and don't know how to use it. And automatically the lifespan reduces. The purpose for which the device came into existence, that is also gone. Isn't it? And that's what happening recently we can see. So in previously people used to live for hundreds of years. And at least if you take the situation of our grandfather, their fathers, so they were at least living for 90, 100 of years. Now it is completely reduced. So I was just searching in Google. So what is the average age of human being? So it's written 71 years. 71 years. So where is 100? And before in previous yugas, so the lifespan is 100, 125 years. And before then in Satya Yuga, people used to live for thousands of years, 10,000s of years. And now by changing of the yuga, so it's divided. So in Satya Yuga, people used to live for 1 lakh years. And coming to next yuga, what is the next yuga?
Again, it will the same cycle will repeat, right?
Next yuga I'm asking. First yuga is Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga. Yes, Treta Yuga. So coming to Treta Yuga, what happened? So in Satya Yuga or Kruta Yuga, so people used to live for 1 lakh years. And next to Treta Yuga, what happened? So it is divided by 10. So in Treta Yuga, people used to live for 10,000s of years. And let's come into Dwapar Yuga. So divided by another 10 and reduce it to hundreds of years. Means 250 whatever. And later coming to Kali Yuga, 100 years. Divided by more 10. So it's reduced. And because of our bad habits, whatever habits which we don't have proper lifestyle for this manual or this body, so lifespan is even more reducing right now. So in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it's described. So at the end of Kali Yuga, so people when used to live for 20, 30 years, the people used to think, oh, such a great life. He lived for 20 years, 30 years. So this is what happens at the age of end of the Kali. So now the age of Kali is given 4,32,000 of years. Now it's only 5,000 of years finished. And remaining 4,27,000 years is still left. Now we can see in the age of Kali, now only it's very much degraded. And what to think of later. Very difficult, right? So in this age of Kali, where everything is being degraded, so Srila Prabhupada has given this jewel of Bhagavad Gita, the life manual, how to use this. And also it is predicted this lies only for next 10,000 of years. 10,000 years. So this 10,000 of years is known as a golden age, where people can take up this Bhagavad Gita and perfect their life. What is the actual goal of human form of life? Can perfect it. In this 10,000 of years, it's very accessible and very nice. So it's mentioned this ISKCON will be spread all over the world. And everyone will be taking up a spiritual life and coming to the actual goal of life, and they will attain it. So after 10,000 of years, it will reduce again. The actual Kali Yuga power will affect, and people lose the spiritual life and gone case. So this is the right time for us to take a Bhagavad Gita and read it, understand it, and apply in our life. So we're staying from 3rd chapter, 4th verse. So we're telling, I'll read the translation again. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. So why this sloka is being spoken? It's spoken by Lord Krishna. So let's see, go to the flashback. So what's happening? So in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, there are two parties. Who are those? Kauravas and the Pandavas. So they're about to fight, about to start. They blow the conch shells, everything is ready. At that time, immediately Arjuna stopped Krishna. Krishna, please stop. I want to see what's happening. Please take me in between both the armies. I want to see who are gonna fight with me. I want to see them. So Krishna, as a great Lord, loving Lord, he obeyed his servant's order. And he went in between the armies. And Arjuna was looking at both the armies. And first he looked at the Kauravas. He saw Bhishma, his great grandfather. He saw Dronacharya, his own teacher. And he saw all his brothers, friends who and all of them. And he became completely depressed. Krishna, with whom am I going to fight? With my teacher? With my grandfather? With my relatives? With my brothers? With these people I'm going to fight? Oh Krishna, please, I don't want to fight now. Please stop it. So let's see the situation. You're very, very hungry. A plate full of prasadam is kept in front of you. And you're telling, I'm not going to have prasadam. It's just like this. So they're about to fight. And Arjuna is telling, I cannot fight. And as a Kshatriya, his duty is to fight. And Arjuna is telling completely different. And Krishna was knocking his head, what this person is telling? So Arjuna, it's not correct. And Arjuna started giving various reasons. They are my friends, relatives, how can I kill them? And even if I win the kingdom, with whom I will celebrate? With whom? There should be some people, right, with whom I should show off. Isn't it so? So Arjuna was thinking, and various reasons Arjuna is giving. And finally surrendered to Krishna. Oh Krishna, now it's enough. I'm telling various reasons. I'm completely confused right now. What to do? My mind is telling something, and the actual dharma is something. What to do? I'm completely confused. Oh Krishna, I'm surrendering to you. Please help me. Please help me. And if you see, from this very important lesson we can learn that the person like Arjuna, so let's go back to flashback of Arjuna. So who is Arjuna? Arjuna was one of the greatest warriors. In fact, he is the greatest archer at the times if you see. And Dronacharya is very much pleased with Arjuna, with his skills. And is very, very self-controlled as well. So once what happened? He was doing a meditation. He was in meditation. So Urvasi, as you know, one of the angels in the heaven, so she wants to unite with Arjuna. And she came and proposed to Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, I want to unite with you. And you know what? Arjuna rejected. And Urvasi is a heavenly damsel. She's far, far, far more beautiful than any woman in this world. I'm just telling the fact. And this what? And such a beautiful woman coming and proposing to someone. And a person is rejecting. Oh, such a great person he is. And in this age of Kali, it's very difficult to control our senses. And Arjuna is rejecting a proposal, isn't it? Such a great person. His sense control, very strong, fully power. And then he's very cultured as well, very much cultured. So every day in the morning, all the Pandavas, after waking up, they go to their father, means Dhritarashtra and Gandhari, to their room and take their blessings. And they know Dhritarashtra what the plans is doing to kill all the Pandavas, but still giving that respect to all the elderly ones and going and offering respects and taking their blessings. So Arjuna, we can see he's a very very well cultured, sense control, and very strong. This Arjuna, who is very close associate of Krishna, he had to take help from Krishna. So such a great personality also had to take some help. Then what to talk about us, the Jivas of Kali Yuga, isn't it so? So from this we can understand that every one of us needs some guidance, especially in spiritual life, to progress in spirituality. So this is one of the main lessons which we can learn from the past time of Mahabharata. And let's continue the story. So what happened next? So then Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. And Krishna was telling, this is you have to do, this is your duty, so and so. So a lot of discussion is happening between one of them. So at one point in second chapter it comes. So Krishna told this in second chapter 49th verse. Oh Arjuna, use Buddhi Yoga. So with the Buddhi Yoga, stop all abominable activities and fight. And Arjuna got confused here. Use Buddhi Yoga. So Arjuna is thinking Buddhi Yoga means intelligence. So use intelligence and stop abominable. Abominable act means something wrong. And he was thinking, Arjuna's thinking, so fighting or war, killing someone is abominable. It's a very bad activity, right? Isn't it? Killing someone. And Arjuna was thinking this, it's very abominable activity. So I'll give up fighting. He was telling this, Arjuna. It's completely confused. Again, Krishna is emphasizing, you have to fight. And this is the confusion, right? Avoid abominable activities which are wrong. And Krishna again telling you fight. And Arjuna is completely confused here once again. It's like a googly. So Krishna, you're telling to avoid bad activities. And you're again re-emphasizing to fight. I'm not able to understand. Please help me in this way. So what to do now? So this is how third chapter starts of Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna is giving this answer in this sloka. Third chapter, fourth verse. So Arjuna is telling, I don't fight, I'll take sannyas. So whenever someone comes to spiritual life or bhakti, people think, so one has to quit all their normal activities, their job, family, vagera, and quit, and completely take Krishna consciousness or bhakti or spiritual life. So this is my question for you. Is it so? So does one has to quit everything? Or let me ask one more question. So how many of you are ready for it? To quit everything and just come to the temple and sit and chant? No one is ready because it's not possible, right? And Krishna is also telling, oh Arjuna, is this not proper? This is your duty is to fight. Isn't it so? So similarly, all of us, it's not proper to quit everything and come because it's not possible for us as of now. So what we have to do? So we have to do our duty. So whatever work we are doing simultaneously. So we have to practice bhakti also. So both are on two parallel lines, just like a train. So there are two tracks and the wheels on the either side of the train, isn't it so? So only then train moves forward. Even if we take one track away, so the train cannot move. So similarly, our life of train is also similar thing. So spiritual life and also our material life should go parallelly, isn't it so? We have to do whatever work and simultaneously practice spirituality. And one point time comes in future that we are completely engaged in devotion, so we got that taste to do full-time devotion service. Yeah, then it's proper. So as of now, we are not so qualified. So the same thing is Krishna mentioning here. Not merely abstaining from work cannot one achieve freedom from reaction. So what one has to do? So he has to work. And what to do? Offer his results to the Lord, to Lord Krishna. So in one of the same purport, we'll see. So according to empirical formulas, empirical philosophers, simply by adopting sannyas or retiring from fruitive activities, one at once becomes as good as Narayan. But Lord Krishna does not approve this principle. So there are philosophers, there are people who say, so to attain salvation or to progress in spiritual life, just quit everything and take sannyas at the moment. But actually, Krishna is disapproving this. So one cannot do it. And it's not proper also. So why is it so? Because, so whenever one takes renunciation means he's showing his attachment to God. Isn't it so? And he got detachment completely to the material life. So if you take abruptly this renunciation, what happens? So externally, grossly, he may be avoiding all the sinful activities, bad habits. But still in the mind, the thoughts will going on. Yes or no? So whatever may be the thought process going on, one day it will come to action. So there is a nice saying in Hindi, दिन में सन्यासी रात में विलासी. So this is what happens. And we can see many so-called sannyasis getting red-handed caught because of this. Abruptly renouncing everything. So it's not proper and Krishna is telling. So what to do? Then how can we make it? So we have to purify our heart. So what is the meaning of purification? So is it like a water purifier? Huh? So what is this purification? Just like if we take a water. So whenever it is contaminated, that's why we have filters, right? To purify the water and we drink pure water. So similarly, our hearts are contaminated. So what is this contamination? Contamination means I am the enjoyer. Everything belongs to me. Aham mameti. This belongs to me. I am the enjoyer. So all this called this contamination. So but actually what Shastra says, what Veda says, what Krishna is telling. So Krishna is telling everything belongs to him. And everything should be used in his service. So let's take, to understand this principle in a proper way. So let's take a nice example. So let's take you all are working professionals. You all are working. So in a company. Let's take you are working in a bank. RBI you take, Reserve Bank of India. You are an employer or is you're a cashier in the bank. And this is your job to do it. And you get salary every month after your job. But you got it. No, I need some money. I'm a cashier here. However, I'm working, right? So I'm cash is in my hand. I used to count. So let me take some money and use it for my personal purpose. So is it right or wrong? Why? Simple. It does not belong to him. But just an employee in the company. So if he wants more money, he has to ask a manager or the owner, whoever it is, the concerned person, and doesn't take the money. Isn't it so? So similarly, the owner of this creation is Krishna. Isn't it so? And whatever money, whatever everything is getting is used in the service of the bank. So similarly, everything, whatever is there in this creation, we have to use it in the service of Krishna. And then automatically our purification starts. Purification of heart starts. And then one completely purified, then one comes to the position of taking complete renunciation or sannyas. So there are 4 varnas and ashramas in the Vedic system. So what are those? Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. So as everyone knows this. So there are 4 other ashramas. Brahmachari ashrama, Grihastha ashrama, Vanaprastha ashrama and Sannyas ashrama. So these are 8 orders of life or ashrams of life which are there. So coming to this Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So basically this is not caste system. Let's understand this. So that is a division automatically existent in the society based on a person's nature and the kind of work what he is performing. So let's take, so I think most of you are engineers here, isn't it so? So when you are an engineering student, so you may be some part of some computer science department, some of are in mechanical department, some of in aeronautical department. By the way, I'm in aeronautical department I was. So like this, we can see in engineering, there are various departments. So can we tell or can we ask the person, concerned person, that how dare are you dividing the society? How dare are you dividing engineering students in various departments? Is it right? No, it is a person's choice, right? So I want to do this particular engineering, isn't it true? So similar in the society also same. So persons, there are some intelligent people who are very much attached or to read scriptures, to know some higher purpose of life. And those people are known as Brahmanas. And there are a kind of people who are Kshatriyas, like I want to rule, I want to give instructions, I want to fight. So these are Kshatriya kind of people. And there are Vaishyas who wants to, or business class, who want to do business. So that is a nature. And Shudras are the ones who just only work for the above 3 classes. Isn't it so? So this is the innate nature of an individual. So automatically the society is divided. So we cannot tell that it's a caste system. It's already there. But later point of life, what happened? Because of degradation of the people, the so-called caste system came into the picture. But actually this is the thing. Understood? So there are various classes of people. 4 classes of people are there. Now this purification of heart, how it starts? So it is also prescribed. So we have, see the terms, right? Prescribed form of duties. So for every ashram, for every varna, so there are few duties which one has to perform as laid down in the scriptures. So as a Brahmana, what he has to do? He has to read the scriptures, understand it, apply in his own life and teach others. So this is the prescribed duty of a Brahmana. So what is the prescribed duty of a Kshatriya? He has to fight, learn the arts of war and save the people, save the citizens. This is the prescribed duty of a Kshatriya. And later, Vaishyas, and there is various other things, and do various Agyas, all these stuffs comes under prescribed duties. Now one question comes. Now which Varna do we belong to in this age of Kali?
Shudra.
Shudra.
We are working
Uh-huh.
as someone's service.
Yes.
So even though we are engineers of service, we are topmost, it's not like
Huh.
technically.
Yes. So one of the statement also, Kalo Shudra Sambhavat, all everyone in Shudra platform. But actually see, so these are externally, let's say this is Shudra, but internally taking, so it's like a kichdi. You know kichdi? So kichdi means everything is mixed. So similarly in the Kali Yuga, everyone is mixed up. So we are working in MNCs. It says Shudra, okay, let's take it. But still we have some inclination towards spirituality, isn't it so? That's why you came to the temple here, hearing some Bhagavad Gita. And what is this quality of learning something in spiritual life? This is the quality of a Brahmana, isn't it so? So we have combination. We have Brahmana qualities, and since you are okay, we have the Shudra qualities. So in this age of Kali, we have to understand that it's like a combination. It's a kichdi. So we cannot finalize or decide that we belong to some particular category of Varna, isn't it? But externally, yeah, to livelihood, you have to work. So that's a different thing. So in this kichdi, now where we can get the prescribed duty? It's very difficult. So why these prescribed duties are meant? So that's another question. So these are meant just to purify our heart and revive our God consciousness. So let me give the spoiler here itself. So who are we? It's the main question for everyone. Who are we? So what is our activity? What is the goal of life? Many people have this confusion. Many people put their own goals in their life. I have to be this, be this. Suppose you want to be a billionaire. Now you became a billionaire. What next? You have achieved your goal. What next? It's like a material goal externally. But what is internally? So in India, everyone knows at least that we all are not these bodies, but we are spirit souls. Everyone knows this. It's not. So let's take some scientific, we are techies, right? Let's understand scientifically through common sense. So when a person dies or a person is lying down, no consciousness, nothing, a person dies. So how we term that in English? Another few other terms. How do we call that? Passed away. A person passed away. Hindi we tell mar gaya. Kaha gaya? Telugu we tell chanipoyaru. Kannada we say sattodru. So a person passed away, but a body is staying there. A person is staying there, right? From childhood, the person whom we are seeing, the person is staying there. Then who passed away? The soul within the body. Isn't it so? Mar gaya, kaha gaya? Kaun gaya? Something is missing, right? If you see, check dead body. So there is no consciousness. Nothing. There is something lacking in a dead body and a living body. Isn't it so? It's just common sense we can understand. The consciousness is changing. So where that consciousness comes, that is through spirit soul. So second chapter, 13th verse, Krishna is telling, Dehi nosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra na muhyati. Dehi nosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara. So just like we are changing our bodies from childhood to the youth to old age, isn't it? So when we are born in a few months, so we are small, cute babies, every one of us. And now we are in our 20s, 30s, whatever. And now we see the total body changed, isn't it so? Where is that small baby body? Isn't there? Now we are adults. The body composition has completely changed. Even science says that for every 7 years, the whole body changes. So each and every cell, everything is changed. Now question comes. So at the age of few months or few years, we are given a name. Suppose like you are given a name Mike. So at that age, your name is Mike. So now also your name is Mike. So whenever someone asks you, who are you? You generally tell, I'm a human being. You tell me your name, isn't it so? But this name was given when? When we were in childhood. So name was given to that body that who was there at that time. Now completely body has changed. So logically speaking, our name also has to be changed. But name is not changing. Why? Because this name, the identity is given not to the body, but the soul which is inside the body. Got the point? So this from here we can understand we are not these bodies but spirit souls. So to come to that realization is a different matter. It takes a lot of time, but at least theoretical understanding. Let's understand this. This is one of the most important lessons which you can learn from Bhagavad Gita. So I'm a spirit soul, very nice. Now I got this body, TK. So Krishna is telling, after coming to youth, we'll take again old age. Similarly, after old age, after death, soul will take another body. Another body. So like the soul is passing through all the material bodies. For information, soul goes not only in human form of body. So there are 84 lakh species of life in the entire universe. We have animals, trees, birds, beasts, aquatics, various species of life. Everything is life. And soul may go to any of the body. It can take any of the body. Isn't it? Now we can understand what is this cycle going on. Now I am understanding soul is going here and there to another body, keep shifting. What's the purpose of going? What's the actual reason behind it? Why is it happening? Why is it happening? Isn't it so? Now we understand this. But why? From where the soul came? From where the soul came to this world? If we are soul, what is my next body? So these are various questions comes in. I'll just be a spoiler and give you now itself. So as a spirit soul, so we are all sons of Krishna, God. So Krishna says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, and he is the source of everything. Aham Bija Pradapritam. So he is the seed giving father of all the spirit souls. And Krishna stays in the spiritual world, that is Vaikuntha. So there are two worlds, Vaikuntha and this Loka, material world and spiritual world. So what is the definition difference? So material world means there are all the miseries, Dukkhalayam. So miseries means there are 4 things which everyone has to go through, but no one wants it. Can anyone tell this? Old age, disease, yes. Disease. Poverty may not be for everyone. There are rich people also. It gave you a nice try. Yes. So birth, death, old age, and disease. So these are the 4 things no one wants. Anyone wants to be deceased here? No one wants. Anyone wants to die here? No one. But we had to go through this process, isn't it so? Who wants corona? No one wants. But it came. So these are the 4 things no one wants. And material life, material world means these 4 things. Only misery, nothing else. And Vaikuntha means, the definition of Vaikuntha says, Kuntha means misery. Vaikuntha means the place where there is no misery. And actually, the gods is there in the spiritual world as Krishna. And we all are part and parcels or sons or children of Krishna who all are enjoying in the spiritual world. But somehow or other, we have got the desire. Why Krishna? There in the spiritual world means all Krishna is served. So is God. We all are doing service to Lord Krishna. But at some particular point of time, the spirit soul has got them desire or envious to Krishna. Why Krishna only to be served? I also want some service. Let me also be served. I will also want some master. Isn't it so? In corporate world, this goes. Step on the other person. Come to the big position. And this is what happened there also in the spiritual world. And Krishna told, "Okay, you also want to become boss? Tathastu." But actually in spiritual world it's not possible. So he created another world called material world. So where all the spirit souls who are rebellious to Krishna can come and become masters. So just like let's take small story. So we all are in the small baby forms, when we are in childhood, everyone remember that we are playing with a small cookie toys. Hmm. So mother will be cooking, and we also want to cook. Mother, you are cooking, I also want to cook, I also want to cook. But mother knows that if we go towards the stove, we'll get burnt. That's because of heat, vagera. And what mother does, she'll get some toys, small whistles, small spoons, and she gives to us. And we all also, small children, they start cooking in their imagination. They think, mommy cooking is done. They play it, isn't it so? But when a child is really hungry, can he eat what he has cooked, or will he go to the mother? He will go to the mother to get that to satisfy that hunger, isn't it so? So similarly, Krishna sanctioned all our babies, right? We also want to enjoy. And Krishna told Tadastu, you go to the material and enjoy. But actually, the child is not experiencing any happiness in that. He's not getting his hunger also satisfied. So whenever his hunger has to be satisfied, he has to come to the mother, the baby. And then only he'll be satisfied. Satisfied with the hunger. So similarly, all our spirit souls, all of us, we all came leaving Krishna from the spiritual world and came here to enjoy. But actually, there is no real enjoyment. We get some enjoyment here and there, but there is no complete satisfaction in the heart. Since there is no complete satisfaction, we are trying again and again, isn't it so? Again, and we'll go to various places to eat various eatables. We are trying always something new. I have to get some real happiness, satisfaction, but we are not able to get it. And to get that real satisfaction, that happiness, so what we have to go? We have to go back to the spiritual world, to our Father Krishna. Only then we will get that complete satisfaction, happiness. Understanding? So all of those kind of small babies. Then how to go back? Another question. See, Bhagavad Gita, everything is practical. Everything is scientific. So Krishna has given the process. Manmanabhavabdakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam eshvavi satyam te prijani priyosime. Krishna is telling, oh Arjuna, become my devotee, chant my name, worship me. At the end of life, you will come back to me. Simple process. So let's become devotees of Krishna. So how to become a devotee of Krishna? By chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is the mantra given. When we chant, what happens? Our consciousness, Krishna consciousness starts. Just like when we are sleeping, if you want to wake up, what is to be done? You will keep alarm. Isn't it so? To wake up. So ears are very attentive. So similarly, when we chant this Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that consciousness that I was with Krishna before, but somehow I forgot him, that consciousness starts again. Reviving that consciousness by chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. So this is the most important part of every spiritual aspirant. So when we chant this mantra every single day, at least 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. So we have beats here in the gift shop, we can take. So there will be 108 beats. So we chant on each and every day. Every day beat we'll chant one mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And we beat towards us. So in this way we complete one full round of Hare Krishna mantra. So this takes just 10 minutes of time, just 10 minutes. So everyone can avail this process of devotional service. And next, every day whenever you are free, coming here, hearing Bhagavad Gita discourses. So every Saturday evening, so 6 o'clock we have a special class for all the boys, youth. And in the morning 11 o'clock, so we have for girls, all the females, Bhagavad Gita classes. So since the hall is small, and we have different sessions happening. And every Saturday we'll have like a damak, we have kirtan, we have mantra meditation, Bhagavad Gita class, how to apply those principles in a systematic way, practical for life. So Saturdays in the evening, what we are doing every day is taking sloka by sloka. So on Saturdays we see a full thematic study. We'll take some topic and we can see how to apply this particular topic in our life. So that's what happens. And also Sunday evenings also we have, if you want you can join us. So first point is chanting Hare Krishna mantra every single day. Next, attending discourses like this and attending Aarti, all these stuffs. And most important thing is the association of devotees. So whenever you have time, come to the temple. So we have volunteers here. You can talk to them. If you have any doubts, you can ask. If you want to share something, realization, you can share. So there is always people who can guide us. So in this way, we can progress very fastly in spiritual life and go back to the spiritual world again and be happy forever. So thank you very much. So with this, I would like to end the session. If you have any questions or comments, you can. Any question? Any comment or any realization you want to share that I got some point? Would like to? Questions? No. No questions, no pakka. Okay. Then no words for my mind to think. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.